My father-in-law left me a cryptic note before he died, and when I finally decoded it, I discovered why my wife's family really hates me. The note was tucked inside a birthday card he gave me 3 days before his heart attack. Happy 35th, it read. Then, in shaky handwriting, your mother wore pearls to her funeral. I'd never told anyone in Meredith's family that my mother was dead. They all thought she lived in Portland. For weeks, I ignored it. Grief does strange things to people. Maybe Gerald was confused near the end, but something nagged at me. How did he know about the pearls? Mom had insisted on them, written it in her will. The funeral director thought it was odd, but we did it anyway. I started digging through Gerald's study while Meredith was at work. Her family had banned me from the house after the funeral, but I still had a key. In his desk drawer, I found a folder marked 1987-1993. Inside were newspaper clippings about a car accident that killed a family of 4. The driver who caused it was named Patricia Hendricks, my mother's maiden name. The timeline made me sick. Mom would have been 19, just before she met my father, just before she moved across the country and never spoke about her past. Deeper in the folder were court documents. Patricia Hendricks had been driving drunk. She'd walked away without a scratch while the other car burned. The family inside, Gerald's first wife and 3 children. I sat on his office floor, papers scattered around me, understanding everything. My mother had killed Meredith's siblings, her actual siblings, from Gerald's first marriage. Meredith didn't know she'd had brothers, a sister. The family had erased them after Gerald remarried, created a new history where Meredith was an only child. But Gerald knew. Somehow, 15 years ago when I'd started dating his daughter, he'd recognized my mother's face in our engagement photos. The smile that hadn't changed, the distinctive scar above her left eyebrow from the accident. He'd kept this secret through our wedding, through the birth of our children, through Sunday dinners where my mother would visit and compliment his pot roast. He'd smiled and poured her wine and never said a word. I found more evidence. Private investigator reports tracking my mother's name changes, her marriage to my father, my birth, photos of me as a child. He'd been watching my whole life, waiting. The last page was a letter dated the week before he died. I thought I could forgive. I thought watching her son love my daughter would be justice. But you have children now. They have her blood. I can't let them inherit what she owes. I heard the front door open. Meredith's voice called out, "Dad?" She found me surrounded by the papers. Her face went through a dozen expressions before landing on cold understanding. "You knew," I said. "He told me last week," she whispered, "right before he died." We sat in silence while our marriage crumbled between us. "The children," I finally said, "are innocent," she finished, "just like Dad's first children were." She helped me gather the papers. We burned them in the backyard, watching our children play through the window. They had my mother's eyes, Gerald's stubborn chin. "What do we do now?" I asked. "We pretend," Meredith said, "just like my father did. We smile at Sunday dinners. We pour the wine. We never tell them." But she moved into the guest room that night. 3 months later, she filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Her family supported her completely. At the custody hearing, her mother leaned over and whispered, "You look just like her." I get the kids every other weekend now. Meredith remarried last year, a pediatrician with no family history. Sometimes, when I drop them off, I see Gerald's portrait watching from the mantle. He won in the end. He got his justice without destroying his grandchildren. My mother is still alive, living in a nursing home with advanced dementia. I visit monthly. She doesn't remember the accident, doesn't remember the family she destroyed. She smiles when she sees me, the same smile from the engagement photos Gerald kept. "You look tired," she says every time. "I know, Mom. You should rest more. Life's too short." She's right about that part.